Hi everyone, how's everyone doing here today? And today is part 3 of getting involved. This one's really pretty quick because I only did it once and I don't think it's the most effective way of getting involved, but it's something you can do, depending on, what your preference is. Like, you may not be the talkative type, so you don't want to do phone banking, or you're not really a people person, so you don't want to do face-to-face interactions like when you do canvassing. But there is you can volunteer by simply texting, sending out text messages, political messages to either get people on board to either donate to a particular candidate or see if they're going to vote in an election or not. The time I did it, I only did it one time, and I'll be the first to admit, it wasn't really that eventful, okay? Because pretty much you're just on a phone like doing this all day. Okay, sending out general messages and just trying to get whatever feedback you can. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they don't respond, or usually there's a way of documenting it where sometimes you'll get a response back saying this person doesn't have that number anymore, or this number's been disconnected, or there's no response. Once in a while you'll get somebody that'll talk, where they'll answer the question, or sometimes they'll even ask a question and you got to try and give them feedback, and that's where you got to get a little creative. Now usually they have a list of pre-made answers that you can give, again, especially if you're not too creative, but you have to apply a little ingenuity when you're doing like this, because again, you're still interacting with people, just in a instant messaging way, not verbal, not visual, but you're still communicating. And sometimes people will just say, take me off your list, and you have to report that. Or they'll say, I voted for this other candidate, a candidate that you're not in favor of. That's going to happen. Get over it. So sometimes I see people ask really direct questions and be really aggressive, but that is far and few in between. Okay? I did it the one time. I sent out a few text messages. Like I said, is it participating in some way? To me, it's like the bare minimum. So, I'm not frowning on it. I'm just not really recommending it either. If you decide you want to do it or try it, that's great. Give it a shot. You might be better at it than I do. But to me, I think interaction has to be a lot more than just, a quick message. I get texts all the time and stuff, and a lot of times I delete them. Why? Because I just don't always have the time for it. People are busy, buggies, and that's just the way it goes sometimes, How through you get through to people, what I would do is, the candidate you're doing it for, usually, sometimes they'll have like a tutorial or any type of Zoom meeting where, you'll talk with the person that is organizing the text messaging initiatives and ask them, like, how effective is it? Like, percentage-wise, do they keep track of it? Do they monitor it? And do they see what the results produce? You'd be surprised. Some of them actually do keep track of it. So it goes on a lot all the time, so I guess it serves some purpose. So if you decide to want to get involved and give texting, great. That's pretty much the best I can remember it. I know it's not a whole lot. It sounds kind of vague, but, what can you do? So anyway, if you have any comments or any feedback you want to add, by all means, feel free. Thank you for watching. I really hope you understand.